Hey, we're back. We got, Roger Rabbit left. He had to go do something with his hot wife. Sure is lucky. But hey, this time I actually made sure this is, because the other time I completely forgot. What is that? Evil Dead is not a show you watch to kids. It's a rated R movie. And even if kids don't watch it, I don't want YouTube to be all up on my... There's a rape scene. The tree rapes her. Kids, don't worry about that. Let's just watch Beetlejuice. I remember watching this as a kid, so... Should be good. I'm not going to stop to say a lot of Kino moments. What's a Kino moment? When they die and the dog jumps off. Obviously, when they first encounter Beetlejuice. That scene's pretty Kino. Then when they're trying to make him say the name 3 times, that's pretty Kino. So I'm not already going to be stopping on to say any of this stuff. You notice the lights, the zone. Azay. Very, very vesh, very speak. But there's still one light up. We're gonna kill all lights. Oh, sexy lad. Let's see if we can read from here, huh? Pretty crazy. Oh, jeez. I can't read. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. We got to see all that. Is that good? I didn't even notice they said that in the beginning. Kino. Oh, Geffen, we're not watching this. We're gonna watch this. Okay. We left off at chapter 4. Okay. Beetlejuice, but we're gonna. Can you show me this? Aha! Alec Baldwin, that's the Trump guy. He does all the Trump stuff. Okay. Now let's read this. They ran down the ravine at... Wow, this is really hard. They ran down through the ravine at swift rush, all laughing, jostling all elbows and ankles, all steamy, snorting, and rustabout, to stop in a collision when Tom Skeleton... See, we learned from last time. His name is Tom Skeleton, not Tom Skeleton. That was embarrassing for me. Alright. Stomped and pointed up the path. There! There's the only house in town worth visiting on Halloween. There! Yeah, said everyone. For it was true. The house was special and fine and tall and dark. There must have been 1,000 windows on each side, all shimmering with cold stars. It looked as if it had been cut out of the black marble instead of built out of timbers, and inside, who could guess how many rooms, halls, breezeways, attics, superior and inferior attics, some higher than others, some more filled with dust and webs and ancient leaves, or gold buried above. That's crazy. I want some gold. This was made by... You guys ever seen that Beetlejuice musical? I haven't seen any musical, but this is... What am I doing? I'll just read like this. Oh! There we go! Ground in the sky, but lost away so high, no ladder in town and take you there. The house beckoned with its towers, invited with its gummed shut doors. Pirate ships are a tonic, ancient forts are boon. But a house, a haunted house, on All Hallows Eve? 8 small hearts beat up an absolute storm of glory and approbation. Approbation? Okay. Hey, can you, buddy, give me more light? I can't see. Oh, that's better. I'll read like that then. Come on! But they were already crowding up the path until they stood at last but a crumbling wall. Looking up and still farther up at a great tomb-yard town up top of the old house. Wow, how do you guys check up if you have dyslexia? I swear I don't have this problem when I'm reading normally in my head.
Thank you. Happy vacation,
I'm just saying. Maybe I may have a mouth dyslexia or something. The high mountain peak of the mansion was littered with the looks like black bones or iron rods and enough chimneys to choke out smoke signals from 3 dozen fires on sooty hearts hidden far below in the dim bowels of the monster place. This monster place. With so many chimneys, the roof seemed a vast cemetery. Each chimney signifying the burial place of some old god of fire or enchantress of steam, smoke, and firefly spark. Even as they watched in a kind of is that bleak or black? A bleak. I'm just okay. New plan. We're reading like this. With so many bleak exhaustion of soot breathed up out of some 4 dozen flues. Maybe because I'm reading too fast. I'll read slower. Darkening the sky still more, and putting out some few stars. Boy, said Tom Skelton, Pipkin sure knows what he's talking about. Boy, said all agreeing. Which boy? My boy, this is what all true warriors strive for. They kept along a weed-infested path towards the crumpled front porch. Tom Skelton, alone, itched... I'm gonna lower this. Nah, I won't lower it. Tom Skelton, alone, itched his bony foot up on the first porch step. The others gasped at his bravery. Ooh. So now finally in a mob, a compact mass of sweaty boys moved up on the porch amid fierce cries of planks underfoot and shudderings of their bodies. Each wished to pull back, swiveled about, run, but found himself trapped against the boy behind or in front of to the side. So with a pseudopod thrust out here or there, the amoebic form, the large perspiration of boys... Now, I didn't mention this last time when I was reading this, but this guy has like a crazy fascination with boys, huh? Crazy guy. Can you turn on? Thank you. Made a run and stop into the front door of the house, which was as tall as a coffin and twice as thin. They stood there for a long moment, various hands reaching out like legs of an immense spider as if to twist that cold knob or reach up the knocker. I love knockers, baby, on that front door. Meanwhile, the wooden... Oh, sorry, Squirtle. Shoutouts to my friend Squirtle who called me earlier and I was recording. And he sent me a picture of a big goth girl. Keep sending those if you're even watching this. How far are we into it? 7 minutes. I don't think he's watching this. I don't think anyone's watching this. Huh. Let's keep reading, huh? Meanwhile, the wooden floorings of the porch sank and wallowed beneath their weight, threatening at every step of proportion to give way and fling them into some cockroach abyss beneath. The planks each turned to an A or an F or a C, sang out their uncanny music, as heavy shoes scraped on them. And if there had been time and if it were noon, they might have danced out a cadaver's tune or skeleton's rigadoon. For who can resist an ancient porch twitch and like a gigantic xylophone only wants to be jumped on to make music? But they were not thinking this. Henry Hanksmith, who is, for that's who it was, hidden inside the... No one pay attention to this, because I don't even know who's who, right? Yeah. Looked. And all looked at the knocker on the door. Tom's hands trembled out to touch it. A Marley knocker! What? You know, Scrooge and Marley, A Christmas Carol. Hey, I'm reading that book afterwards, and I'm gonna do a Christmas Carol review thing. I think on the first or second week of December. We'll see. You know, Scrooge whispered Tom. Okay. And indeed, the face that made up the knocker on the door was the face of a man with a dreaded toothache. His jaw bandaged, his hair askew, his teeth prolapsed, that's the keynote scene I was telling you guys about. His eyes wild, dead as a doornail. Marley, friend to Scrooge, inhabitor of the lands beyond the grave, doomed to wander the earth forever until... Knock! Tom Skelton took hold of old Marley's cold and grisly jaw, lifted it, and let it fall. All jumped at the concussion. The entire house shook. Its bones ground together, shades snapped, furled up so the windows blinked wide their ghastly eyes. Hey, can you turn on the lights again? Yeah, no, I can't. Tom Skeleton. Oh, on the rooftop, weird weathercocks spun. Two-headed roosters on the house erupted. Twin snorts of rain funneled dust, and down the long shaking serpentine drains spouted the house. After the sneeze had died, the weathercock ceased spinning. Vagrant wisps of autumn leaves and cobweb fell gustling onto the dark grass. Tom whirled to look at the faintly shuddering windows, moonlit reflections trembling in the glass like schools of disturbing silver. Minnows, okay, that was a period there. Then the front doors gave a shake and twisted the knob. A grimace of its marley knocker and flung itself wide. Can you turn on the lights, bro? That's better. No, I can't see. The wind made by the suddenly opened door almost knocked the boys off the porch. They seized, that's the last thing. Okay, they seized one another's elbows, yelling, "Aye! Aye! I kneel, Marley Knocker." Then the darkness within the house inhaled. The wind sucked through the gaping door. It pulled at the boys, dragging them across the porch. They had to... I'm just going to say this. Mr. Ray Bradbury, are you a pedophile? Drawing a lot of conclusions of boys dragging them across the porch? Perspirating boys? That's crazy, my dude. What are you doing? Onto the deep dark hall they struggled, shouted, clutched the porch rails, but then the wind ceased. Darkness moved within darkness. Darkness within darkness? Ray Bradbury, are you friends with Ansem, Seeker of Darkness? No, Advance? I don't know. He said something about darkness. No, he does say darkness within darkness. The evil smile came... Oh, wait. Inside the house, a long way off, someone was walking toward the door. Whoever it was must have been dressed all in black, for they could see nothing but a pale white face drifting in the air, on the air. An evil smile came and hung in the doorway before them. Behind the smile, the tall man hid in shadow. They could see his eyes, now small pinpoints of green fire and little charred bits of sockets looking out through them. "Well," said Tom, "trick or treat." "Trick?" said the smile. "Treat? Yes. Yes, you idiot. Give us our food or we'll trick you. Or you trick us, either one." The wind played. I can't see anymore. Okay. The wind played a flute in chimney somewhere, an old song about time and dark and far places. The tall man, shut up. Shut up, tall man! Can you turn on the lights? I can't see this. You better find a job. I can't see. Where's my phone? Pro strats. The wind played. Stupid phone. Oh, that's bright. They're singing the song again. Here I come and they come more. Tightly, deadly, black tarantula. Thank you for the light though. 6 foot. Don't tell me banana. Oh, that sounds so good. I remember when I was a kid, I would pause it, rewind it just so I can hear that song. And I would try to imitate the way they dance. It was great. The tall man shut up his... The tall man shut up his smile like a bright pocket knife. No treats, only tricks. The door slammed. Oh boy. The house thundered with showers of dust. Dust puffed up out of the rain spout again. And fluffs like an emergence of downy cats. They're getting drugged. Dust gasped from open windows. Dust snorted from the porch boards under their feet. The boys stared at the locked, shut fast front door. The Marley Knocker was not scowling it now, but smiling an evil smile. What's he mean? No treats, only trick. Backing off around the side of the house, they were astonished at the sounds it made. A whole rigmarole of whispers. I haven't heard rigmarole in a while. Whoa, it's the house. I can't show you that though. Creaks, wails, and murmurs, and the night wind was careful to let the boys hear them all. With every step they took, the great house leaned after them, with soft groans. They rounded the far side of the house and stopped, for there was the tree The Halloween tree! Aha! And it was such a tree as they never seen in all their lives. It stood in the middle of the vast yard behind the terribly strange house. And this tree rose up some 100 feet in the air, towering the high roofs and full and round and well branched, and covered all over the rich assortment of red and brown and yellow autumn leaves. But, oh look! What's up in the tree? Yeah, no, just get distracted, you moron. For the tree was hung in a variety of pumpkins of every shape and size and number of tints, and hues of smoky yellow or bright orange. A pumpkin tree? No, it's a Halloween tree. No. The wind blew... Okay, boo! The wind... Okay, let me just read the whole thing again, because it needs repeating. A pumpkin tree, said someone? No. The wind blew among the high branches and tossed their bright burden softly. A Halloween tree. Dun 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 boo! And he was right. That's what it says right there. And he was right. It was a Halloween tree. Ha. You know what? Hold on. Let me take a small break because I need to see how many chapters in it. And we have 3 weeks to. The Iron Giant was a book. The giant. I'll read that right now. No, I'll read that later. But remind me. No, I will read it right now. A mysterious creature stalks the land, eating barbed wire and devouring tractors and plows. The farmers are mystified and afraid. And then they glimpsed him in the night, the Iron Giant, taller than a house, with glowing headlight eyes. Is this the movie? It's Ted Hughes. I'm assuming it's the movie. Why is it a book? Or the novelizations, honestly. Okay, let's see. How many chapters? Wow, that guy looks scary. Deadly, deadly, black tarantula. Here I come and we come. Oh, Bigfoot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Whoa. It seems like there's only 19 chapters, right? And I'm on chapter 5. So if we divide that by, well, I guess we have 3 chapters left, so 18 chapters. Let's read 6 more chapters. So, is my math wrong? Oh, plus 5. So we'll stop at chapter 10 today, and then next time chapter 6. My math is wrong. I'm an idiot because I completely forgot about the other 4 chapters. So if anything, we're reading 15 chapters. So let's read 5 chapters. We'll read let's see. We'll read up to chapter 9 today. Then we'll read next time. I'll read up to chapter 14, and then so on and so forth. So chapter 9. The pumpkins on the tree were not mere pumpkins. Each had his face sliced into it. Okay, well that's what pumpkins are, you moron. Oh, well, he's talking about. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Each face was different. Every eye was a stranger eye. Every nose was a weirder nose. Every mouth smiled hideously in some new way. There must have been thousands of pumpkins on this tree, hung high on every branch. 1,000 smiles, 1,000 grimaces, twice times 1,000 glares, winked and blinks, and leerings of fresh. They're blinking, huh? And as the boys watched, a new thing happened. The pumpkins began to come alive. Oh! One by one, starting at the bottom of the tree and the nearest pumpkin, candles took fire within the raw interiors. Yeah. This one.
We just have to pray the other closets are bigger than this.
I always thought that guy was the guy from Malcolm in the Middle, and also the same guy from Space Jam, the fat guy. I'm horrible when it comes to faces. This one and then and that and this and then what? One by one, starting at the bottom of the tree and the nearest pumpkin, candles took fire within the raw interiors. Now here's the best part. This one and then that and this and then still another and on up and around. That's confusing to read out loud. 3 pumpkins here, 7 pumpkins still higher, a dozen clustered beyond, 100, 500, 1,000 pumpkins lit their candles, which is to say brighten up their faces, showed up. Oh, here's another Kino scene. When he walks up the stairs, I love that part. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm still doing Kino. Haha. Flame guttered in their toothed mouths. Sparks leaped out of their ripe cut ears. And for somewhere 2 voices, 3 or maybe 4 voices, whispered and chanted a kind of sing-song or old sea shanty of the time, of the sky and time and earth turning over into sleep. The rain spouts blue spider dust. It's big, it's broad, a voice smoke from the rooftop chimney. It's broad, it's bright, it's filled the sky of hollows night. From open windows somewhere, caused with... Wait, no way, am I supposed to be singing that part? Oh, I'm not supposed to be singing that part, I'll sing it again. It's big, it's broad, it's bright, it's filled the sky of all hallows night. The strangest sight you ever seen, the monster tree on Halloween. The leaves have... Can you brighten it? I can't see. The leaves have burned into golden red, the grass is brown, the old year dead. But hang the harvest high, oh see, the candle constellation on Halloween tree. The stars they turn, the candles burn, the mousely scurry on cold wind burn, and the marble smile shake down on thee from the gourds hung high on the Halloween tree. The smile of the witch, the smile of the cat, the smile of the beast, the smile of the bat, the smile of the reaper to king his feet, and all cut and glimmer on the Halloween tree. Halloween tree. It's that meme. You know that it's Friday. Yes, Friday. Halloween tree. Halloween tree. And then there was a silence. And during the silence, the last of the triples and quadruples of All Hallows tree candles were lit into titanic constellations woven up through the black branches and peeking through down the twigs and grist leaves. The tree had now become one vast substantial smile. Tree was Indian summer breathing warm. The tree exalted sooty smoke and raw pumpkin smell upon them. Gosh, said Tom Skelton. Hey, what kind of place is this? I mean, Henry Hank the Witch. I mean, the first house, the man and no treats, only tricks. And now, I've never seen a tree like this in my life. Like a Christmas tree, only bigger, and all those candles and pumpkins. What's it mean? What's it celebrate? I don't know if it's too loud. Oh, what the? It's this. Okay, I see what the volume's at. I'll leave it at 15. I hope that's not too loud, too bright. Celebrate! A vast voice. Oh wait, he's not supposed to be screaming. New authors, if you're gonna write something, you should probably put the emotion or the action before they say it. How am I supposed to know he whispered that? There's an exclamation point. I assume he screamed it. Celebrate! A vast voice whispered somewhere. Perhaps in the chimney's two bellows, or perhaps all the windows of the house open like... Hey, we were just talking about goths. Thanks, Squirtle. Yeah, I can say his name. Let's see. Okay. Like the mouths at the same moment behind them, sliding down, announcing the word celebrate. Yes, said the gigantic whisper which trembled the candles and the pumpkins. Celebration. The boys leaped around, but the house was still. The windows were closed and brimmed with pools of moonlight. Last one in's an old maid, said Tom suddenly, and a bon of leaves, bon, leaves waiting like old fire's old gold. And the boys dived at the huge, lovely pile of autumn's treasure. And in the moment of diving, about to vanish, beneath the leaves of crisp swarms, yelling, shouting, shoving. Thank you. Okay. For coming up out of the pile of leaves was a bony white hand all by itself, and following it, all smiles, hidden one moment, but now revealed as it slid upward, was a white skull. Let me do my Sans impression. I need water. No, I can do this without water. My mouth is getting dry. No, I can't do it. Never mind. Bye. And followed it and what had been the delicious pool of oak and elm and poplar leaves leaves to thrash and sink and hide in, now became the last place. Oh wow, the printing here got really dark. On all this world the boys wanted to be, for the white bony hand was flying on the air, and the white skull rose to hover before them, and the boys fell back, colliding, sneezing out their air in panics until in one wild mastiff fell flat upon the earth and writhed and tore at the grass at the grass to fight. Free Scramble tried to run. Help! They cried. Oh yes, help! Oh yeah, help me get these boys! Then peal after peal of laughter froze them further as the hand upon the air, the bony skeleton hand reached up and took hold of the white skull face and peeled it down off. And the boys blinked. Once behind their mask, their jaws dropped through. None could see them dropping. The huge man in dark clothes soared up out of the leaves, taller and yet taller. He grew like a tree. He put out branches that were hands. He stood framed against the Halloween tree itself. Really? Okay. His outstretched arms and long, white, bony fingers, festooned with orange globes of fire and burning smiles. His eyes were pressed tight as he roared his laughter. His mouth gaped wide to let an autumn wind rush. Not treats, boys. No, not treat. Trick, boys. Trick, trick. They lay there waiting for the earthquake to come, and it came. The tall man's laughter took hold of the ground and gave it a shake. This tremor passed through their bones, came out of their mouths, and then it came out in form of still more laughter. They sat up amid the ruins of the thrashed about leaf pile. Surprised, they put their hands on to their masks to feel the hot air, leaping out in small gusts of, I don't know what that is, echoing mirth. I'm gonna go grab my water. I'm thirsty, boys. Doesn't help that it's hot. I hate that lady, by the way. You guys like mukbangs? I'll do a mukbang. I'll do a mukbang for you guys. Then they looked up at the man to verify their surprise. Yes, boys, that was a trick. You'd forgotten? No, you never knew. And he leaned against the tree, finishing out of his fits of happiness, shaking the trunk, making the 1,000 pumpkins shiver the fires inside to smoke and dance. Warmed by their laughter, the boys got up and feel their bones and see if there was anything broken. Nothing was. They stood in a small mob under the Halloween tree, waiting. Oh hey, Kino. Nothing was. They stood in a small mob under the Halloween tree, waiting. For they knew there was the only beginning of something new and special and grand and fine. Well, said Tom Skeleton. Well, Tom, said the man. Tom? Is that you? Tom and I couldn't believe Tom the Skeleton was Tom Skeleton. Ah! Tom, or is it Bob? Or Fred? No. That must be Ralph. And the man quickly, all of those, said Tom, clapping his mask card in place, relieved. Yes, all. The man nodded, smiling. Well, now you know something about Halloween you never knew before. How did you like my trick? Trick? Yes, trick. The boys were catching fire with the idea. It made all the good glue go out of their joints and then put a little dust and sin in their blood. They felt it stir around until pumped on up to light their eyes and stretch the lips to show their happy dog teeth. Yeah, sure. Is this what you used to do on Halloween? Asked the witch. This and more. But let me introduce myself. Monshroud is the name. Carapace clavicle Monshroud. Does that have a ring, boys? Does it sound for you? It sounds. The boys thought, it sounds. Monshroud. A fine name, said Master Monshroud, giving it full sepulchral night church sound. And a fine night, an all deep, dark, wild, long history of Halloween waiting to swallow us whole. Swallow us? Yes. Lads, look at yourself. Why are you, boy, wearing that skull face? And you, boy, carrying a scythe? And you, lad, made up like a witch? And you! He thrust his bony fingers at each mask. You don't know, do you? You just put on those faces and old mothballed cloths and jump out? But you don't really know, do you? Well, no. Yeah, said the devil boy. Come to think of it, why am I wearing this? He fingered his red cloak, sharp rubber horns, and lovely pitchfork. "And me this," said the ghost, trailing his long white graveyard sheets. Now the boys were given to wonder and touch their own costumes and refit their own masks. "Then, wouldn't it be fun for you to find out?" asked Mr. Monshroud. "I'll tell you. No, I'll show you. If only there was time." "It's only 6:30. Halloween hasn't even begun," said Tom in his cold bones. "True. All right, lads, come along." He strode, then ran. At the edge of the deep, dark night ravine, he pointed over the rim of the hills and earth, away from the lights of the moon, under the dim light of strange stars. The wind fluttered his black cloak, and the hood that half shadowed now half revealed the almost fleshless face. "There, do you see it, lads?" "What?" "The undiscovered country out there. Look along, look long, look deep, make a feast. The past, boys, the past. Oh, it's dark, yes, and full of nightmare. Everything that Halloween ever was lies buried there. Will you dig for bones, boys? Do you have the stuff?" He burned his gaze at them. "What is Halloween? How did it start? Where? Why? What for? Witches, cats, mummies, dust, haunt. It's all..." There it is, guys. He's calling again. I'm gonna... Squirtle, we've been... 29 minutes! Oh boy. I'm recording for 29 minutes. That's crazy. Me am recording. Haha. You'll be in the new Scream reading app. I'm gonna call this episode Squirtle Called. That's a good title, right? Where was I at? It's all there in the country from which no one returned. Will you dive into the dark ocean, boys? Will you fly in the dark sky? The boys swallowed hard. "We'd like to, but Pipkin, we've got to wait for Pipkin." "Yeah, Pipkin sent us to your place. We couldn't go without him." All as if summoned in the instant, they heard a cry from the far side of the ravine. "Hey, here I am!" They saw the small figure standing with a lit pumpkin on the far ravine ledge. "This way!" they all yelled. "Pipkin, quick!" "Coming," was the cry. "I don't feel so good, but I had to come. Wait for me." I mean, we're like 20 minutes in. So, let's call it a day? Let's call it a day? No, I'll keep reading. Oh, man. Oh, okay. So, we got like... not that long. Let's just finish reading it. Let's just finish reading it. They saw the small figure down the middle of the ravine on the path. "Oh, wait, please wait." The voice began to fail. "I don't feel well. I can't run. I can't. "Pipkin," everyone shouted, waving from the edge of the cliff. His figure was small. There were shadows mixed everywhere. Bats flew. Owls shrieked. Night ravens clustered like black leaves in trees. The small boy running with his lit pumpkin fell. Oh! Light your pumpkin, Pip. Light it. He thought... I'm not replying to you anymore, Squirtle. Buzz off. He thought he saw the small figure scramble in the dark. Oh, what the heck? Maybe I can find the picture online. I'll probably post it. Grass below. Wait, let me see. Where was I? Small figure scrambling in the dark. Grass below, trying to strike a light. But in the instant of darkness, the night swept in. A great wing folded over the abyss. Many owls hooted. Many mice scampered and slithered in the shadows. A million tiny murders happened somewhere. "Light your pumpkin, Pip! Help!" wailed his sad voice. A dozen wings flew away. A great beast beat the air somewhere like a thumping drum. The clouds likely... I can't. I need to read what he said. Then I will reply. That's what a true friend does. Noise. Okay. Yeah, he just said noise. You guys should call me. Right here. Any of my friends right now, message me, call me, and you'll be on the new episode. That'll be the call out, huh? Message me if you want your names to be at the end of every episode, Huh. I just had an idea, but I'll probably wait till later. Oh. The episode's over. You ever had those feelings where you like doing something and then you just do it and you don't like it? That's what's happening right now. I just realized something. I'm reading out loud. I'm not used to reading out loud, especially for like 30 minutes. Yeah, I tried. Huh? I tried. Yeah, just read books. Read them to yourself. Not that I wasn't enjoying reading, but it's kind of tiring to read out loud for 30 minutes. And I'm not even done. I'm reading chapter 6. I finished reading the Robin Hood book by myself. Wow. Plus it's hot. Maybe this will be the end. Yeah, this will be the end. It was fun, guys. It was fun reading the Halloween tree with you lucky guns. Maybe I'll do it again. But maybe it'll be like a chapter each page. But that's going to take a long time. Oh! I know what to do. Well, the Halloween tree is over. Read the book. Spoiler alert, Pipkin was dying of cancer or something. They all go through time. I think they go through like Caveman Land, Witchland, the Notre Dame. They go to I need to find it again. But whatever, they go through the history of every Halloween. Tom takes a dab at the end of the book. It's great. It's a great book. Read it. Read books. You know what? That's really what it is. I don't want to read books for you. Congratulations. Everyone ruined it for me. I'm tired. I'm going to read. You know what I'm going to read next? I'm going to read Wicked. I'm going to read Wicked. You guys don't believe I have Wicked? You don't think a big tough guy like me, huh? Big tough guy? You don't think a guy like me has a very womanly, feminine butt? I'll come back. Ow, that hurt. There's your proof. I have the Wicked book, and I'm gonna read it by myself. That's a big boob right there.